Welcome to the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame in St. Mary's, Ontario.
Play ball!
The Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame was awarded to the town of St. Mary's after a few years of consideration. It came down to us in Guelph, and we won out over a few reasons. One is we have 32 acres of land here at the Baseball Hall of Fame, which Guelph didn't have, and it was donated by the St. Mary's Cement Company. And that was one of our first sponsors on board and one of our huge supporters even today. The second reason was Adam Ford. He was a doctor here in St. Mary's and actually the mayor of St. Mary's, Ontario. And he was the first person to write about the first recorded game of baseball in history. And it happened in Beachville in 1838. So we have a huge connection to this area. Beachville is only 30 minutes south of St. Mary's. The Adam Ford was the mayor of here and the doctor here, like I said. We had our grand opening in June 4th of 1998. It was a great festivity. It was our induction day. We inducted the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League and a few others. And then we opened up to the public. So now we've been here 15 years. We've built 3 baseball fields. We got the museum, we got walking trails, and it's quite a unique facility we have. That's where we are today. A little bit into the future is we're very excited for 2013 and 2014 to come up because we're going to be building 2 unique aspects to the Hall of Fame. One is another ball field. Baseball is so popular in St. Mary's and Southern Ontario that we need more ball fields around here. So we're going to build a new 300-foot ball field, so it's good for adult slow pitch, but also mostly for kids. There's so much kids ball, and it's great to see them play, and without the proper facilities, that's not a good thing. So we're going to help them create a new field. It's going to be 300 feet. The town of St. Mary's is coming on board to help us greatly with that ball field. It's going to be ready in late 2013, so it's going to be one of the best fields around to add to our other 3 fields that we have. But most importantly is we're going to build a new museum. As you can see behind me, we have a museum full of artifacts, but it's too small. We need to expand it. We only have about a third of our stuff on display. We really need to increase our space for people to see things, and also our archives and our storage and many other aspects of the museum. Our gift shop is tiny. We don't have interactive stuff. We don't have a theater, and all that stuff's going to be in the new museum. It's going to be out on our site. It's going to be about 10,000 square feet, so it's going to be a lot of difference from what you can see behind us here. And we're going to have full theater in it to host bus groups and school classes. We're going to have our gallery is going to be probably about 10 times as big as we have now. Our gift shop's going to be huge. We're going to have lots of space for archives and storage and a library. Also in the new museum, we're going to have our office space. Right now we're located in 2 different locations, and it's very confusing for people, for tourists, for everything. So our offices will be in the new museum, as well as our plaque gallery. Right now we have a small hallway for our plaques and our honored inductees. Well, we're going to open up, we're going to have a huge room. It's going to be a huge rental space, so you could rent it out for your wedding or for a Christmas banquet or a banquet, and you could be eating dinner with Larry Walker and Fergie Jenkins with them overlooking your shoulder. It would be kind of cool. They're the Babe Ruths of Canada. This is a nice historic house built in the late 1850s. It's a perfect setting. We have a lot of tournaments and games. And again, on the site is limiting a few things. So we're gonna turn this into the clubhouse. Teams can come in here and change. They can have their meetings. The new Hall of Fame is to honor our inductees. I mean, we have 102 inductees here at the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, and most of them are Canadian. There's a few. If you're not Canadian, you have to have something significant in the game of baseball, and that's where the Joe Carters come in, the Robbie Alomars, the Gary Carters, or Andre Dawsons. One of our inductees is Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson is the greatest ball player in history and most significance of any baseball player. He was the first black player to play Major League Baseball in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers. He played his first year of professional baseball in Montreal with the Montreal Royals in 1946. They definitely are Canadian, but without them, you might not have watched the Toronto Blue Jays or the Montreal Expos, and the Jays and Expos are obviously very, very key to the history of baseball in Canada. And you got the current Canadians. I mean, everyone knows Joey Votto. He's one of the best players in all of baseball right now, let alone Canada. And you got the Justin Morneaus, you got Ryan Dempster, you got John Axford saved 40 games the other year with Milwaukee. Right now Joey Votto's probably one of the best hitters in all of baseball, and one day he'll be in here. But right now we got his bats and we got his jersey and we got his batting glove. We only have about a third of our stuff on display right now, and And in the new museum, we'll be able to have, 3/4 of it on display. The Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame is into two things. Number one is we want to preserve the vast history of baseball in Canada. It goes back, like I said, to 1838. And we promote the game with the kids. That's why we want to build another ball field here with the town of St. Mary's. And we wanted to have, so we have 4 fields on the site. Kids want to play ball and want to learn ball. When we do our new museum and our new ball field on our site, we're going to be basically a spring training complex. We're also going to build a pavilion so people have a place to watch the games.